female change, but I know there's a racial one. Regardless, and a class one. So yeah, it's just like, it makes more sense that he says it here, but I wonder what he, sorry, it makes sense what he's saying here because we've done the Naga quest on the coast, but I'm wondering, you know, if I can access this quest without doing it. Because if so, then it suddenly makes a lot less sense in, you know, in those situations. So, yeah, just wonder how Blizzard did it, basically. I'm wondering, am I making coherent sense here? Basically, I'm wondering, did I unlock this quest by doing the Naga thing on the coast, or would I have gotten this anyway? Because the way it's phrased does nod to you having done that other quest chain. But since it's not directly laid on from it, as in a later on part of the quest chain, it's unclear as if you need to do that quest chain to unlock it. Because they may simply have the guy saved to you and have it make less sense than it could by making the other thing optional to doing this quest, if you get me. I'm sure you do. The time has come for us to drive them back into the sea. Ooh, it's got some Scoia'tael shit right up in here. When you're ready, Grimfeather will take you to the crevasse where they are preparing a violent assault, rather than a peaceable, free love assault. Once there, use Marin's concoction to teach them a lesson they shall not soon forget.
May the eternal sun shine upon you.
Okay. On to Grimfeather. Throw concoction, fly home. I actually have a mount on Palnai with that has that very icon. It's like a flame. It's like a fire griffin. Flame Ward Hippogriff. Yeah, it's this guy. Flame Ward Hippogriffs revel in the defeat of Ragnar's Fire Lord. The Flame Ward Hippogriffs revel in the defeat of Ragnar's Lord of Fire. So yeah, I did that for getting the Exalted with the Molten Front, which was a faction I really didn't like. They had a Elder Thunder Lizard just glitching out there. I wonder how long that's been happening, because I know there's been a glitch in Red Ridge Mountains for the last yonks. A spider keeps glitching into the bit of the walls of the place. So I wonder how long that's been going on for. But yeah, the Molten Front thing. The reason I didn't like it was that the quests were really annoying and repetitive. I just had a lot less fun with it, but that might be due to burnout. I did have some fun with one of the quests where you had to heal people, and I could just cast an AoE heal, AoE dot heal on myself, and run along by them, and it would heal them, and it would just rapidly finish the quest for me. It was really nice, really a lot of fun. But one of the things that would happen with the quest was that you would you get these rewards. These rewards being these tokens of a sort. Does that actually work on it? No, it doesn't. But these tokens being like a currency almost, but instead of buying gear with them around, you just recruited factions into the Molten Front Offensive, such as other defenders of Mount Hyjal, and you also recruit the Taurian Brotherhood. I believe there's another faction that you can pull in, but I honestly don't remember them. And my main issue with it was they never... Basically, I started thinking, maybe reading into it, well, not reading into it, but basically thinking just like, at least to me, it didn't really make much sense for the factions to give flying toss about those tokens, because the tokens were an internal thing made by the Molten Front offensive. There's no reason for them to give any weight to, like, this outside faction, to give any weight to this internal thing that the Molten Front has created and has been doling out. It's not as if you're paying the faction. It's it's a weird thing. Of course, they don't touch on that kind of thing because it'll be. I'm just not sure how you could touch on it and phrase it without it sounding weird, or and make it sound right, So it's In all likelihood, it's just me reading too much into a thing, or misunderstanding it or something. But it always seemed weird to me, and it's just since I had to grind so much for it, it just took forever. The weirdness just kind of really got to me, because it wasn't just like a passing weirdness. It's just I would come back every day to do all the dailies so I could get to Exalted, and it took forever, and so I just kept kind of thinking about it. It wasn't just like, I did one quest and we moved on to the next zone and that was it. It was like some of the only endgame content I had, since I wasn't raiding a lot. So yeah, it just always seemed weird to me. Maybe I'm off on the wrong foot or something. That's perfectly possible. I'm going off some rather old memories, so maybe when I was younger I took it up wrong or something. But it just always seemed weird to me that, like I said, the outside faction will give a flying toss about what some internal currency the Molten Front Offensive was making. Like, they wouldn't have any worth or value to them. It'd be one thing if it's just like, see here, these are body parts of Legendary Scourge. These are like the medallions off their necks, and it'd be like something important to show, like, we're actually making a difference here. We're actually doing something. I think that was the point of showing the medallions, like showing the internal Molten Front currency to them. Like, look how much work I've done. I've done 100 tokens worth. But it's just like, they don't know that you've actually done. Like, they don't know you've actually done that. The Molten Front may have just given you the 100 and said, go recruit them. But like, if you've collected the medallions of the Nexus, off Scourge Lieutenants, it's just like, it's a bit more of a thing, Then again, I suppose you could play the same thing there too, couldn't you? You just made it instead. Whatever. But yeah, in all likelihood, it's probably just reading too much into a thing, or misunderstanding in some regard. But it just always struck me as weird. Plus, maybe I'm not articulating myself well, but I think I'm making my point well enough. Just basically, it just always seemed weird to me. The oh yeah, the reason why that looks like that is because of an option I changed, isn't it? Yes. It just always seemed weird to me, and I think I gave good reason. I think I articulated that correctly. Just don't see why an outside faction will care for an internal thing. It just seems strange. But yeah, who cares? It ultimately doesn't matter. We can worry about Molten Front, Molten Front offensive stuff later on. I may take a look at it on one of my characters, but it'll be take a look at. I won't be grinding it. So that will mean that I won't be showing you most of the quests there, but say it'll be. I may do a Molten Front offensive quest at some stage. Oh, sorry, not a Molten Front offensive quest, but I mean, I might do a Molten Front. Sorry, what was the thing?
We shall meet again.
Yeah, Molten Front offensive. I might do a rep video on that. I did have one to do with the Hydraxian Warlords, but that was on my Mac. and I don't presently. I think that was on my Mac, and I don't believe I have access to it at present. I don't remember. It might have been on this, on my Windows machine. I honestly have completely forgotten. I may just end up re-recording it. But yeah, I might do a molten front one at some stage. Basically, I'm thinking I might do two videos on each faction. I'll give you a summary of the faction and what you have to do to get to to exalt it. Where to go, what to do, that kind of thing. Then I'm thinking I might do a longer video where I actually run through through all the content, showing you exactly the kind of stuff to do. But at the same time, I'm thinking maybe that's too detailed. But that's why there's the other video, if you don't want to see every little thing. Basically, how I do quests here. Basically do that, but just for a rep faction, saying like, see, this is the mind-numbing torture you're going to have to subject yourself to every day. Ain't that fun, kids? Yay! Yeah, I might do that kind of thing. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, hopefully that molten front offensive thing made sense. Basically, like I said, it makes no sense to me for an external faction to care what an internal faction's currency. It wouldn't have any weight or value to them. It's a different thing if it's like a Medal of Honor or it's like the head of some legendary Scourge force that is meant to have not been able to be taken down. Not necessarily Scourge, but some I keep going back to Plague Lands and the Argent Dawn, but and their Scourge stones. But it's just like, if you something like that would actually probably you presume would hold more weight than like, here's some snippets of paper made by a faction desperately wanting people to help them. Yes, this is clearly proof that it's going well, or these hold value to me. It just so weird. Again, I'm probably just reading too much into it. It's probably just a throwaway little thing to grind for more than anything else, but that's me, obsessing over every little thing. Your deeds continue to impress me, Durcar. Please accept this gift on behalf of the Cenarian Circle. And that is actually worthwhile.
Ancestors.
Wind-whipped grips. Very nice gloves, considering I was just a two-part quest, basically. Botanist Farah. The rejuvenation is so invigorating, don't you think? No shit. Garin Darkwind. Okay, we'll worry about that in a moment. Let us head over here. Oh, wrong one. And turn this one in. Tressa Amberglen. Alright. Wonderful. Karanum will be so pleased. Please, accept this as my thanks. No. An introduction is in order. I've heard of your exploits here in Desolus, Durcar. We are in your debt. Am I already on friendly? Yeah, good. Don't know when I get friendly. I think it was a little while back, but fine with me. Oh yes. Sorry, I was just trying to think. Where was I? I'm afraid I must involve you in yet another crisis, one more pressing than the rest. The landscape is not all that has changed here of late. Old conflicts have made way for new, more dire ones, and I should allow our guest to let me start that again. The landscape is not all that has changed here of late. Old conflicts have made way for new, more dire ones. I should allow our guest to explain further. Khan Pera is among the last of the Kolkar tribe that once possessed all of the Eastern Desolus. We found him near death on our borders. Listen to his words. That's Shadow. show do. Be not afraid, Orc. I mean you no harm. It began. Okay, I got another quest from the Darkwind guy here, and none from anyone else though. It began with a dream that repeatedly warned me of the danger to come. I saw the demonic legions bearing down upon our kind, overrunning our lands. The dream has become real. The burning blade and the demonic bastards have pushed the Magrum out of their lands in the south. In return, the Magrum have defeated my people and taken over our homes. The fight was ferocious. Only a handful of the Kolkars still live. I would ask that you visit what was once my land in the east and free them from their prison. Alright. So actually, remember I was saying I worked on Palnai with one of the tribes. It wasn't the Magrum, it was the Kolkar I worked with. Because the Magrum are now in the Kolkar's place. So, yeah. I'm guessing. I swore I worked with Magrum, but didn't really do much with them anyway. Plus, I don't think you can ever get beyond unfriendly. It's like one of the few factions that's the case. If memory serves. I think they always kind of dislike you. I think. I would check, but my phone's dead. And somewhere. I'm not really sure where. I actually found it, but it's still dead. Since the demons have invaded their lands, the Magrum have broken all ties with any outsiders. They are untrusting and hostile, and have taken to stealing from others instead of providing for themselves. Many of our needed supplies have gone missing of late, and we suspect that the Magrum are to blame. Please, Durcar, go to their lands in the east and search for our belongings.
Farewell.
And let's head up here to turn this in. May as well. I do believe once I turn this in, I might head and go back to Orgrimmar. I will fight my way over though, first, so I have a little bit more to auction off when I do get there. This revitalized thing is actually quite nice. It's like, you know, it's a cute little thing. Helps keep my character on full health. Not that he really needs help, to be honest. But still, it's a cute little thing. It's kind of hard to get used to like a pattern of using abilities, considering how easy everyone dies. And then again, saying that I've kind of gotten used to a pattern, it's like 1, 2, and 3. Then maybe use something else if I, you know, remember it exist. Yeah. And skin. Heavy hide. How much is that? 8 gold, 40. And heavy leather is 3 gold, 50. That's some more iron. Definitely go over there and grab it. Though I've really no idea why that goblin is just in this, you know, right next to Willow back there. And Great Lag. Like, I've no idea why that's the case. Because it just seems really weird. Plus, like, she's marked down as Twilight's hammer, you know? And stuff's like smoldering over there or something. And just full of bones and shit. Thankfully not literal. But it's just really weird. And I think maybe the things weren't smoldering. I think that might just really be the rejuvenation effect of the area. Could be wrong. Okay, I see. Well, actually, maybe this bone thing is just his thing, but don't know why that's broken down. Don't know why there's just all this broken freightage. And then her in here. Actually, in here it doesn't actually look that bad, really. Also, I do like the label on that bottle. It's the Horde label, but it really works. I really like it. And then there's that on the other side, which I actually quite prefer. I like the color scheme better. Wouldn't mind actually buying a bottle that looked like that. Looks cool.
What's up?
Do you have the bones? The caravan will be here any